All right, if you're using the cloud, you know that feeling, that little bit of anxiety right before you click open your monthly bill. Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to swap that anxiety for absolute control. We're going to walk through the exact toolkit you need to finally master your cloud costs. Let's get started. So, have you ever felt that knot in your stomach when the cloud invoice is about to drop? You're definitely not alone. That fear of a surprise, of a bill that's way bigger than you expected, it's super common. But what if you could just make those surprises disappear for good? That's exactly where cloud cost management comes in. And listen, this isn't just about being cheap or cutting costs. It's a proactive strategy. It's about really understanding where your money is going so you can stop those surprises in their tracks. It's about choosing the smartest, most efficient services, which frees up your budget for the cool stuff, innovation. It really puts you in the driver's seat of your cloud finances. Now, that journey, it begins way before you spend a single dollar. You gotta remember, in the cloud's pay-as-you-go world, the little decisions you make at the very beginning can have a massive impact later on. That's why the first and honestly, the most crucial phase is all about the plan. So your first tool in the toolkit is the pricing calculator. You can think of this as your financial crystal ball. Before you even launch a single thing, you can model your entire setup in here, the VM size, the storage, your network traffic, even the region, and boom, it gives you a clear, detailed estimate of what it's all gonna cost. No more guessing. And this analogy, it's just perfect. I mean, you would never rent an apartment without knowing all the costs up front, right? The rent, the security deposit, all of it. The pricing calculator gives you that exact same transparency for your cloud stuff. It just replaces all that guesswork with a solid, concrete plan. Okay, next up, the total cost of ownership calculator, or TCO for short. This one is absolutely essential if you're thinking about moving from a traditional data center. It doesn't just look at the cost of servers. Nope, it does a full head-to-head comparison, weighing all of your on-premise expenses, the hardware, the IT staff, the power, the cooling, against the streamlined costs of moving to the cloud. This is kind of like comparing the true cost of owning a car versus just taking an Uber when you need it. The car's sticker price is just the start, right? You've still got fuel, insurance, maintenance, it all adds up. Well, the TCO calculator shows you that full financial picture, so you can compare the all-in cost of your own data center to the simple pay-as-you-go model of the cloud. Okay, so you've planned out your expenses, you've deployed your resources. Now what? You can't just set it and forget it, right? Now it's time to keep a close eye on your live spending. And for that, your go-to tool is cost analysis. This thing gives you a crystal clear breakdown of exactly where your money is going. Just look at this example. You can see instantly that virtual machines are eating up half the budget. That kind of visibility, well, that's the first step to really taking back control. It's really just like the energy app for your house. You can open it up and see exactly which appliance is the power hog. Is it the air conditioner or the dryer? Cost analysis does the same exact thing for your cloud, pinpointing the services that cost the most, so you know exactly where to focus your attention. Now, knowing where your money is going is great, but you know what's even better? Preventing overspending in the first place. And that's exactly what budgets and alerts are for. It's simple. You set a maximum spending limit for the month, and then you set up notifications to warn you as you get close. So imagine this pops up in your inbox. See, this isn't a moment to panic. It's an early morning. It's your system just kind of tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, just a heads up, we're getting close to that limit. This gives you time to actually react. But then you might get this. Okay, now it's a critical alert. This is the final warning shot. This is the signal to hit the brakes before you blow past your budget. This is the tool that really, truly puts an end to those shocking end-of-the-month bills. So we've planned our spending and we're tracking it. Now for the fun part, the most empowering part, actively finding and unlocking some smart savings. Let's go find some deals. This brings us to reservations, which is one of the biggest money savers in the cloud, period. If you've got a steady workload and you know you're going to need a resource, like a virtual machine, for the long haul, you can commit to it for 1 or even 3 years. And as you can see from this chart, that commitment unlocks a massive discount. We're talking savings of up to 70% compared to just paying month to month. It's a really simple trade-off when you think about it. Just like a landlord gives you a better deal for signing a year-long lease, cloud providers reward your commitment with huge savings. If your workload is predictable, reservations are one of the fastest ways to slash your bill. And finally, the last tool in our kit, it's like having your own personal cost consultant. Azure Advisor. This tool is constantly analyzing your usage and gives you specific, actionable recommendations. It'll tell you things like, hey, this virtual machine is way too big for its workload, or you're paying for this storage disk you're not even using, or even, you could save 40% right now with a reservation. It's like having an expert looking over your shoulder 24/7. So there you have it. These 6 tools, they're not just a random collection of features. They form a complete end-to-end toolkit for every single stage of your cloud financial journey. Okay, let's put it all together one last time. You start by using the pricing calculator to check the rent before you move in. Then you use the TCO calculator to see if it's cheaper than owning the car. Once you're up and running, cost analysis is your electricity bill, showing what's running high, while budgets send you those spending alerts to keep you on track. Then you lock in huge savings with reservations. That's your yearly lease discount. And you let your personal financial advisor, the Azure Advisor, find even more ways to save. You see, it's a complete, powerful system. We've just walked through the entire toolkit, from planning and tracking all the way to unlocking major savings. The power to get rid of surprise bills forever and to truly optimize your spending, it's literally right at your fingertips. So the only question left is this: which of these tools are you going to use tomorrow to turn your biggest cloud expense into your smartest investment?